Wait, holy. Oh no. Wait.
Oh.
Wait.
Holding my breath to yell about good morning.
I was too. Oh no, wait. 1 second. 1 second. We're still here. Everything's fine. Turning that off. Okay, here we are. Hi. Good morning. Sorry.
Why was it bright white?
It's set up to... Normally, what happens is that we just kick on that screen.
Oh. Also, the chat's not big enough.
The chat's not big enough, you're right. I was zoomed in before.
Yeah.
Normally what we do is just kick on that screen, and then because there's like a gap for a frame...
And did you title the video?
I did title the video.
Woo! Good job. Okay, there we go.
There's like a gap for like one frame when the intro kicks on, so I have a white screen underneath so that it doesn't just like flash us for a second.
Okay.
But because now I'm doing it with like the studio setup on here where it like switches from one screen to another, I can't actually edit it once it's gone live, so
Gotcha.
I'm gonna have to stop
Okay.
using that. Anyway,
Understood.
good morning.
I'm gonna spend a lot of the day working on Twitch stuff, I feel like.
You are?
I think so.
That'd be cool. Doing like frames and things.
Yeah. I still have to do my job, but...
I did keep chat on the screen. It's not fading away. I did the important stuff. It just still looks ugly.
I don't know.
So,
I still don't like how the chat box looks at all.
it's not good. It needs to be changed entirely. But it is visible, and the chat doesn't fade away. And
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure I see the benefit of the chat box on screen.
The benefit is that when it gets uploaded to YouTube later, and we're responding to chat, people can tell what it is we're saying, like who we're talking to and why
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
It's
because
for-
I guess we don't always read the comments.
for posterity. Yeah, we do kind of a bad job of like reading off what we're
Actually,
saying.
we
what
do
we're
a
trying to
great job of it,
Do we?
but we sometimes miss things.
Yeah, I just like having it because it helps. I don't know. It helps like. You know what it actually does help with is when I am going through and making thumbnails, which I don't know if that's ever going to happen again. Scrolling through the chat reminds me what happened
Yeah.
in the episode without having to actually sit and listen to everything that you and I say the whole time.
A lot of
So
people
nice.
here.
Yeah, there are.
guys
We
are
got
the
26
best.
people already.
So Fridays are for character tropes.
Fridays are for character tropes.
Thursday is for Real or AI, which we didn't do because I woke up at like 6 with a migraine. I don't get those very often anymore, but I do still get them sometimes. Hi, everybody.
What's Allison? If Allison is like migraine morning, is just a no-go. There's no recovering from that.
You
most
know
of the
what?
time.
You know what? I will say this. I'm so used to it turning into a migraine that that's what I just call it. But the last few have just been kind of bad headaches.
Really?
Yeah.
They haven't been like the full
Also,
blown.
I saw a picture online, and I can't even remember. It was titled something like, when people accurately display the sensation or pain that you're experiencing, and it was a comic strip, and it was like a girl who, like, her entire left half of her face was just like gushing blood straight out, like it was just like this comically like drawn just like red marks that were like sort of shooting out of her face, and she's just having like a normal interaction with a cashier, and he asked her something like, do you want change back? Or she was like, yeah, that'd be great, and it's just gushing blood to represent migraines, and that's not how migraines feel to me. If anything, migraines, the solution feels in fact like cutting my head open so that the pressure can in fact like bleed out.
Okay.
Like migraines are bad for me because the only thing I want to do is like get a drill and just like grrr
how I
into
can
my
imagine
brain so that
both
like
of those distinctly. Like I can picture what both of those feel like and why they're completely different from each other.
Yeah.
Even though I don't have migraines myself, it's just
Yeah.
like enough of the descriptions work. Like 'cause
Yeah.
I can,
yeah. I think mine is all like neck tension based or something. I don't know. There's probably more to it. So my
like
headaches
says leeches
feel
are the
like
cure.
yeah. I mean, almost. It feels like something needs to attach to my brain to release the headache, but not that like I'm gushing like severe pain cutting down. I think is kind of what it's implied, like down your face. But
Yeah.
also, I think I get headaches from literally frowning, from literally being like. I do this so often and so prolonged
Life is giving Allison migraines.
that I get headaches. Apparently 30% of people just don't get headaches. That was me for 90% of my life. So,
Like ever? I mean, even I get headaches sometimes.
No, you don't.
I have gotten headaches. No, you're right. I'm definitely probably in that 30%.
Kyle's the 30% that people are talking about.
Yeah, that's not my thing. I have other
Literally
other problems.
never got migraines until I swear I brought them upon myself by befriending people who talked about having migraines all the time. And then I manifested them by fearing them greatly. Which is how many things in my life have happened actually. I was like anxious or judgmental of something only to develop it later.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Apparently
You gotta-
Allison needs to
gotta stop
smile
doing
more.
that.
Yeah, I have a concentration tic, which is maybe
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah, you do.
it's so when I was in middle school, I had a palate expander, which is it's a metal spider web looking thing that goes to the top of your mouth, and then it attaches with 2 bars down to the bottom of your teeth so that things don't like move without each other.
It's like
And-
part of the braces kit.
Yeah, my teeth were so close together that they had to literally expand my mouth. And so the palate expander, you go in every like month or so, and they like put in a key at the top of your mouth, and then it goes like click, click, click,
Yeah, I had one of those.
and it moves, it like puts pressure on your mouth to like open slowly over time or widen the top of your mouth. But in that process, the 2 little bars that they had, so the ones that attach at the bottom attached to like what's that game with the little flaps at the bottom and the ball?
Like pinball.
Pinball. It had like little pinball I don't know what it's called.
Specifically a little flappy thing.
No, in pinball, when you hit the ball, it hits these things and they light up, and it bounces
Oh
back
yeah.
between them.
Okay.
Bumpers.
Bumper. Yeah.
Yeah, so I had little bumpers on the bottom of my teeth that then connected the pole things in my mouth, and what I would do all the time was disconnect the poles because the top one was a single pole and the bottom one was a tube. And so I could literally just like move my jaw enough to detach it and then just like have these little metal bars in my mouth. And I did that when I was concentrating in middle school, and I still do it now.
Just a fidget. Yeah.
I fuck with my jaw enough that like it would detach him if I had him now.
You've been doing a pretty
which
good
just-
job training yourself out of it, though. I think.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, you
but-
can. It's
Sorry,
weird
Allison,
how
did
that
you
stuff
just
will
forget
stick.
pinball? Was I not supposed to forget pinball?
Yeah, is that a major part of everybody's life here? Pinball? Is that something you guys do every day? Hello,
Toucan
Toucan.
says.
Thanks for being here.
Toucan.
Toucan. That makes sense.
Toucan.
I have the only thing I have similar to that, which I've showed you before, is the hand tick that I have, where I
Mhm.
do this
Oh,
when
yeah.
I'm moving from like if I'm like quickly moving between 2 things, I'll do this with my hand because for 1 week, that's all it took. 1 week, maybe 2, in
Cool.
early high school.
Why
Try
no,
mine.
why no sugar?
There is sugar.
No.
There's
Lie.
new sugar. 1 week in early high school, I was editing the animation
Yours is better.
Diggory. You can have it.
Okay.
The Halloween animation. I don't know if anybody here has seen that, but it's on the channel. It's called Diggory. It's this little like Halloween
So cute.
guy. It's like the first animation. It was the first time I ever overworked myself and then established apparently a permanent habit in every possible way.
Yeah.
But I would move between the mouse and the drawing tablet in front of me. And so I had a pen in my hand that I couldn't put down because I was trying to go too fast. So I would just flip it so that it was like behind my fingers so I could then use the mouse. And then I'd flip it back around to then draw, and I would be constantly going back and forth. So I just did that motion over and over and over again, probably thousands of times within 2 weeks.
That's crazy.
And it just never unstuck. Now it just happens all the time without thinking about it.
Yeah, that's crazy. I would much prefer that one. Mine gives me like builds up
Right.
tension right here. It makes
Mine
my
doesn't give me
face
migraines, so.
wide. I have like giga jaw. but behind a bunch of fat on my face, obviously. So when I eventually lose all this weight, I'm gonna look like
You
the
don't
Crimson
make
Chin.
Chad face, just constantly.
And what is that the?
Yeah.
How do you do that one again? It's the like.
You do a great job with the, yeah. No, that's pretty close, actually. I think you're nailing it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It's one eyebrow up, and then you.
Yeah.
Oh, can't. It's too early for this. Why am I here?
Oh.
Have to pick Backdoor's
Sex
Twitch
says-
name?
Yeah, for Backdoor's Twitch name, Kyle has to pick Wendy's won the polls, Revolving Door Productions or 407 Door Productions.
Those are both so long.
Yeah, I would go Revolving Door just for the sake of, like, branding.
I mean, I like 407 Door Productions more of the two. Do you like Revolving Door better?
I like Revolving Door. Revolving Door is good.
Trying
Just
to think
as
of
a
another one.
concept.
I forgot that someone took Backdoor Productions.
Right? Someone took Door Monster. That's why we're Door Monster TV.
Okay, so that's just somebody who like goes around collecting things and then like wants you to pay them to release it or something.
No, I think it was just some kid. Like, there's nothing on the channel. There's barely anything on the channel. When I checked it at some point, it's just Twitch got overrun with every single person ever wanting to make a Twitch account, and they took all the names.
All right, well, Kyle and I
But
are
we each
split,
picked
so
a different
Backdoor
one,
has
so-
to pick their favorite. It's actually Backdoor's already done that multiple times. Okay. I can start with mine because it doesn't require any props if you wanted.
A Finn Dragon says, I maintain it should be 4 door and 7, and I actually second that. That's a better
4 door and 7.
that's a better use of the reference.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out a good, clever alternative to Backdoor Productions.
This is why we need to get you partner. You can take Door Monster back. Really? We can
Just
just
gonna
steal
steal
it.
that
We
from
can
some
just like
kid?
we can just commandeer the name.
We're gonna monster them.
This time we are the Monster Energy drink.
That's
Anyway, yeah. Do you want to do what's your?
Yeah, I could do mine.
Okay.
Since
It's Friday, which is character trope.
Can you like move the screens
Day.
a little? I can't see that one
I
because
can't
of this one.
either, but there's not a lot of room. Let me see.
Just like turn this one more. Yeah, that helps.
You can still see that one?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
That's better. Okay. So yeah, these are TV tropes that we sort of will talk about, and you'll have to come up with other examples.
Okay, yeah.
Um,
No, I like these are really interesting.
I think this is going to really show how limited our media is actually, and get us to watch other things.
Because we're not gonna have good examples of anything.
I think it's a bit hard. I have 2 liked tropes.
So these are not really these aren't like named official like in the
They
loosest
could
sense of the
be.
word tropes probably, like these aren't like TV trope ones. This is from a subreddit called Top Tropes, I think.
Yeah.
And it's observations. It's things people have noticed have like been reappearing,
Mhm.
and they're fascinating. They're all so interesting every time that we see them. But I think a lot of them aren't like ones you could go search necessarily.
Yeah.
Sometimes they are, but a lot of times they aren't.
Yeah.
So yeah. lay
I
one
guess
on
you
me.
can just hang out on the subreddit. You don't have to be on the show.
I mean, no, come here because we have.
No, just go to the
insights.
subreddit. Just go to the subreddit. That's where all the stuff is. The point is that we're introducing it to them.
I know. But we didn't come up with them.
No, we didn't come up with them. I'm gonna
I'm not
be
gonna
reading
take
a whole
credit.
thread about it. It's not about taking credit. It's about it being the thing that has the thing on it, so that
Yeah.
people don't go to it differently. And
We're
then,
gonna talk about it. Okay, yes, you could cut out the show and go look at the subreddit, I guess. But if you want to do that, then we probably weren't gonna retain
Ignore
you anyway.
us. Go back to the subreddit where there's this all the time, and it's really incredible.
Oh yeah, let me hear them.
Okay.
Which ones do you pick up?
Okay, here's the first one. It's also really hot. Stop looking. Okay, this first trope says otherwise serious or menacing characters do a little dance. And the listed examples
dance.
are Future Devil from Chainsaw Man.
Oh fuck yeah! This
Um,
little thing in the intro.
there's also Amanda Waller from Suicide Squad Isekai.
Huh?
Which, and then the third one is Moist Critical in real life. Was a YouTuber.
Who's Moist Critical again?
He's the YouTuber that Kate likes with the long brown hair, and his
Oh,
whole
yeah.
shtick is like wearing a white t-shirt in a dirty room and having
Right.
like the most generic standard taste or take I've ever heard anyone have, but he's like clapped for it.
Yeah.
He's
okay.
literally just like,
applauded,
he's-
perhaps.
yeah, he's like a guy that I would like choose not to speak to in real life, but for some reason on the internet he's extremely popular. He definitely feels like the Family Guy clip where Lois is I don't know if she's like running for local like local city government position or something, and she's on stage and I don't remember, I think she's I don't know that they break down the political affiliation, but the other guy's like Republican coded and kind of like sleazy and stuff. And the only thing he does is like say things to get people to clap or whatever.
Okay.
Like fight terrorism, and then everyone's like, yes. And at some point she catches on, and I can't remember. I think she just goes like 9/11, and everyone starts clapping. And he's the embodiment of that to me, which is that he has like.
I used to make fun of my mom always had The View on TV because she just wanted background noise, and that was the time that she had the TV on was when that show was on.
Yeah.
And I hated that show for that exact same reason because they'd be like, I think crime is bad, and then the entire audience would erupt in applause.
Yeah. He's that, but like the internet version.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Where I swear every time anyone's recommended him to me or like a video that he's done, it's like the most standard, obvious opinion that anyone could have, but on the left side of things, like it's more left-leaning.
Okay.
He's not right-wing at all. Very much anti-conservative in his branding as well. His branding is like the common sense branding.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
I don't trust anybody who calls the things they think that, actually. Doesn't
also,
matter what the things you think
I
are.
have beef with people who've chosen severe vocal fry. And that's like his thing. That is like fully his thing. And I have personal beef with anyone who's picked constant vocal fry. I know it's a choice. Like, I know that you have to have some sometimes, but anyone who has chosen specifically to have your brand be like,
yeah.
I just
every single syllable sounds like this. In whatever voice you have.
Okay, I think that's not fair. I think that's just his voice.
No, it's not. As,
I mean, I think
turns
it
out
is
you have a
his
lot of
voice.
control over how your voice sounds, and people lean one way or the other.
I think it is his voice. I also think that men at a young age sort of decide to lean into a much deeper, more gravelly voice for the sake of like masculinity, and I know I know people in my own personal life who have like chosen to get deeper. You did this.
Yeah.
You also picked this. And
I can even think of the moment where I did it. I think most people do it more subconsciously to like lean one way or the other because they have an image of how they want to be like perceived.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how many people really make the conscious decision. I made the very conscious decision because I heard myself in videos, and I decided I wanted to sound a certain way.
Yeah.
And you can tell. You can go back and hear like old recordings of me that don't sound like I did in the peak of the
Also, vocal
channel.
fry is very specific because it doesn't actually have to do with depth. There are people with like super deep voices.
Anyone can vocal fry.
Anyone can vocal fry because vocal fry is something that you sort of emphasize your voice with that can be like a little, like some or a little bit is always part of it, but genuinely people whose voices are predominantly vocal fry are choosing to do it. It's a choice. Because when you start doing vocal practices, you don't even have to start doing vocal practices. I was there in middle school when boys' voice would drop and they would choose like the way that they wanted to present their voice.
It's just habit
building.
building.
And most of them don't have any vocal fry, and then like you come back in like 8th grade when men think they've like started to sound like
it's the
like
with men it's like the bedroom
movie
voice
trailer
joke.
voices.
It's like the, yeah right.
And then now that's their whole personality.
Right.
And that's all they do.
And there's like there is like a stereotypical association with it. Like with men, it's like them trying to sound like. I mean, it's always like trying to sound low and sexy. I guess kind of is like where it comes from.
Yeah.
Anyway, the trope that you presented, weirdly, I don't know how we got onto that from that, but the threatening guy doing a little dance. I'm trying to think of other examples.
I got onto that because Moist Critical was one of them. I don't know
which is a weird example. Is that guy intimidating?
I do think
way?
he does like.
Hey, we got a subscription. Thank you, Lady Shinzalo. I can see it now. It's right there.
Yeah.
And so did Aethan Dragon. Thank you. And we got first time chat from Revolving Door Productions. Good morning, I am reborn.
Incredible.
There's got to be superheroes doing this. The dance thing. Yeah, that makes sense, right?
Yeah, I was trying to think if I could think of any off.
Dance.
I mean, the first thing I thought of was Spider-Man 3. Was the
3. Oh, like him doing the like
the little dance.
Interesting. I can see that. Good job, Kyle, for seeing things. Thank you.
I'm not sure that I would describe him as especially villainous or menacing.
Oh, and the hype train.
We have a hype train?
Yep.
Well,
That's
fuck yeah.
happening. We're level 1, the hype train.
Guys, to be fair, we can see it because we're only on Twitch now.
Hi.
Spider-Man is certainly, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Now,
Yeah.
is Tobey Maguire menacing? Not sure that counts.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of other moments that, like, musicals obviously must have this to some degree,
that's a good
right?
point, right? The villains in some way doing some kind of dance or something?
Severance.
Oh, Severance is good. Yeah.
Milkcheck?
Yeah, right.
Is that his name?
He literally is. Yeah, but yeah, that's what it is. It's doing a little dance specifically, not like doing a
little
musical
dance.
number, just doing like a little
It's
little
just
thing.
it's specifically evil people that just have like a little like.
There's got to be like every Tarantino
Does
character,
Wilson
right?
Fisk do this?
I don't think Wilson Fisk has ever moved jovially in
Oh
his
my
life.
gosh, though, Max, because these characters are the same. Max in Cats Don't Dance.
Oh yeah. Oh, when he does the little shoulder thing. I feel like that's a trope too, right? There's like the big
The
bodyguard,
shoulder.
like a song number starts off.
Wait,
and a
what's
big serious
happening?
Guy does
Oh
a
God!
little, Whoa.
Oh no!
100 gifted subs from GB.
Oh my God!
Well,
Thank you.
Who do those go to? There aren't 100
Wait.
people here.
Oh, my mom got one.
Oh, she's here. What?
I don't know. She got one. Hell yeah!
That's the hype train level 11. That's the highest I've ever seen that before.
Fuck yeah! I actually can't even see comments. It's only
Is that even
GB.
possible?
Oh my gosh!
It's also 93% of the way to 12, I guess.
Holy crap!
Jesus Christ.
What happens at 12? Do we explode?
We might.
we just
We're not even doing anything interesting, guys.
We're being so interesting. What do you mean? Remember when we did the shoulder thing a minute ago? We bring quality content to the people in the morning.
Right, sorry.
Oh my god.
So
Dang.
many.
I like calling it a hype train because it derails everything.
Yeah, it really does. Oh my god.
That's super cool. Oh,
Thank you
thank
for
you
that.
so much.
I
Who
really-
is GBU Legend? What do you mean, who is GBU Legend?
GB's been here a little bit.
I feel like GB's been here since. I feel like I've been seeing GB since the old
It's been for a
Door
long
Monster
time, I feel like.
server. Like literally maybe not the first, but definitely the second Door Monster Discord. GB's been around since then,
Yeah, that sounds right.
which is a long time. You die at 25. 12, you get cookies. Sick. We gotta make it to 12.
Make it 12, guys. We're 93% of the way.
Cookies might be one of Kyle's favorite things ever.
They are, actually. I ate an
They
entire
really
package
are.
of them yesterday, and I
She
regret
did. She did.
it.
Wait, y'all exposed shoulders on stream? No, we just
We-
did. We did a little
we-
shoulder
This
dance.
is a little shoulder dance.
Yeah. Incredible.
What was I gonna say? Oh, our money got stolen this month, so that's
Oh.
very helpful. Thank you. I appreciate it. Now's a helpful time to be doing that.
Yeah,
we
I'm
weren't robbed. Well, I mean,
I'm so petty that I both won't ever be watching another Warner Brothers production ever. I will be exclusively stealing them, and they're never showing up in a video again.
Wait.
Ever.
Our video got copyright claimed, and we can't do anything about it because YouTube is trash.
By Warner Brothers, they copyright claimed
The last video essay because of the Iron Giant footage, which means they get all the ad revenue for it, even though they're not the thing being talked about in the video.
Yeah, so the way that the system works is that if somebody decides you wrote them, they just copyright claim your video and take your money.
Yeah.
That's literally all that happens. And then the way you appeal it is you ask them very nicely to not do that.
Right. And then they're like,
YouTube won't do anything. YouTube is
No.
like, oh, well, since it's copyright, then you can handle it between each other. And so
Right.
then you have to just be like, can I please have the money I earned by my work from myself in my, 45-minute long video so that I
Right.
can have the thing I worked for?
I can
And
explain
then
to
they
you how
go,
this is legally okay.
and then a robot goes, no.
Right.
So that's super cool.
Thanks for the Discord pin, Cass.
Yay! What's a Discord pin?
She just pinned this message about
sure.
with the Discord link so people
Yes,
can join.
join the Discord.
Do join the
please.
Discord. It's fun.
But yeah, that's how the copyright system works, which is incredible.
Right. The Iron Giant's a great movie. It has nothing to do with whether or not it's owned by WB.
GB says, by the way, before I turn away entirely, if I could, I would fund everything y'all did, but then that would mean I would have the kind of money y'all would hate me to have. So win some, lose some, I guess. I would choose not to hate you, actually.
Yeah. No, my dream has actually always been to be like an Italian Renaissance style
You know what,
pocket
though?
artist. So.
I do feel this a little bit, which is like, maybe the best way to say this. I can feel the cancellations rolling in. Which, again, respect. Jeff Bezos deciding to just fuck off and go to space was the proudest I've ever been of him. Because, like, genuinely, billionaires are pissing me off
He never
with
came
how...
back. He just was out. He's just out there still.
With how boring they are all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, literally,
Right.
think about what you would do with the money that you would get. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, even celebrities are pissing me off. At least they're buying nice dresses sometimes, like fashion. But even, it's also ugly fucking fashion most of the time.
I heard a
Chappell Roan, who has $1 million, showed up naked. So, like, what even... literally, like, if you're gonna have money, do fun things like fund your favorite little
10
YouTube
seconds
pets.
for height of train level 12. I have no idea how much money that takes, so don't that at that point it's probably way too much.
Anyway.
Anyway.
And yeah, I guess yachts are like, no, they're not cool enough.
Yeah,
they're not cool enough.
That's the thing.
Buy a mall.
Height chest, open.
Buy a mall.
What does that mean?
Stir the pot emote.
Okay.
That's a cute little thing.
Choo choo.
We're so good at this. We've
I'm so
killed
good at
this.
Twitch, guys.
Buy a mall, turn the mall into a giant, like, Renaissance fair style building where each stall and thing is then manned by someone who owns some sort of like business. Okay, buy a mall. Make it cyberpunk themed.
Oh, we've had
Then
this
have
idea for a
everybody
while.
set up their cyberpunk themed style shop and or restaurant inside the mall.
Yeah.
Redo all the decorations
We were
so that
we
it
were-
feels
we were
like
talking
an
about-
indoor cyberpunk city.
Right.
And
like a Ren Fair, but cyberpunk. We were like,
Inside
what
of
do
a
you do
mall.
with an old mall, like an old shitty mall? We were like, you could turn, like, because of the multi-layers, you could make this look like a fucking cyberpunk city.
Yeah.
With like actual like shops and restaurants and things inside of it, and make it just like this whole Ren Fair thing. It'd be so cool. Nobody will ever do it because no one's cool
We
enough.
will, as soon as we get this money, this is the first thing on my fucking mind.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna live in that mall, and I'm gonna turn that mall into a cyberpunk city, and then I'm going to open it up to people who have stores that they want to bring into the cyberpunk mall so that they can sell their stuff, and then food places so that they
Amazing.
can have food there. I just need roughly $10 million to do it, because malls are like $10 million for some fucking reason.
Right.
Even in like Kansas.
Which would be nothing for people who can do that. Like that's.
I actually don't even care. Let's go get a $2 million mall in Kansas.
There's one.
I don't have $2 million, but it feels closer than 10.
Wait, I saw because there was a story of a rich guy. I forget who it was, like what CEO it was, that paid to have a movie made of himself fighting and defeating all of the world's greatest martial artists.
Wait, wasn't this
And they're in the movie, like it's him fighting like Jackie Chan and stuff and winning.
wasn't it
And
that
it's just for
conservative
him.
celebrity guy? Not Jason Statham, but
No, you're thinking of the actual
Yeah.
movie star.
yeah, with the black hair.
Yes, I'm completely blanking on his name right
No.
now. It's not him. He just does that for a career because he thinks he's cool.
Oh, okay. Honestly, still kind of respect, even though he's the biggest nerd
don't
ever.
respect him. It's not even just a nerd. He's so gross.
Is he really the worst thing ever?
He's the worst.
My
person.
bad, I can't remember his name.
I'm
sorry,
blanking on
guys.
his name. Somebody tell me who we're talking about. You know who it is. He's swollen, looks like he's gonna explode, pretends he knows martial arts, has his hair like combed back, and is friends with every dictator in the world.
Yeah.
And for some reason I'm blanking on his name.
That reminds me of which billionaire could be Batman Video, because indeed they're all too lame to actually do that.
Right, but you could just do that. Like
Yeah.
you could have a network. You could have your own Batmobile. You could do anything you wanted. And the thing they want to do, well, we got a lot of files about that apparently.
Yeah. Backdoor says, personally would rather have a steampunk city. That's because you're a nerd.
I feel like you need a different facility for that though. The mall is adequately suited for cyberpunk.
It
cities
really is, because
specifically.
it's got the 80s architecture. Generally, that's when the malls were like really bustling. So it's got the 80s architecture, and we have not maintained our tropes or conversations at all.
No, we have not.
A great streamer told me the other day that she feels like a medieval hermit on a rich person's estate, and their patrons come in and throw money at their face for fun.
Oh yeah.
It's been gesture work.
We're buskers, so we're just people on the side of the street with a guitar. Like that's
makes-
that's our career.
That actually makes me feel embarrassing. I actually have more respect for the weirdos who spend thousands on an OnlyFans than billionaires. I don't know that I agree with you, but I get it.
I mean, at least they're funding somebody else and keeping it to themselves.
Totally.
So yeah, I kind of agree.
I want to build a museum of collections. So like when an old person has spent their life collecting dog statues instead of dispersing it.
I think yard sale could go to this museum.
Yeah, that's
I like
interesting.
that.
I kind of like that too. Wasn't there a streamer who spent like 10K on a custom animation of him G-Pin? What does this mean? Oh, going on a date with Luna from Hell of a Boss.
Custom animation. Wow.
Honestly,
Steven
respect.
Seagal, that's the name.
That's who it is, yes.
You could fund a movie. That's what I would actually. I would do so many movies. We just do whatever we wanted.
That's
We'd hire
Kyle's
entire
dream.
crews,
My
and
dream
do
is the
anything.
Cyberpunk Mall.
Cyberpunk Mall too. If you have enough money for Cyberpunk Mall, you also have enough money for movies. Like it's not one or the
We'll
other.
just
It's,
film movies in the Cyberpunk
it's
Mall.
all or nothing, unfortunately.
Yeah. Everybody's got dreams. It's cool.
All right, I have AI things to show you so that the
Wait,
title
but my
of this video is true.
tropes.
Give
Oh,
me the
okay.
second trope.
Yeah, no. We didn't even do that many on the first one. All right, here. I'm gonna finish by giving you guys
Yeah,
the
some good ones.
answers. There really aren't. It's not like a pass or fail kind of thing.
Oh, my contribution to the first one was every Quentin Tarantino character.
Yeah, right. Every
I think
villain
every
in Quentin
single-
Tarantino must do a little dance.
Yeah, definitely.
that
It's
feels
very
true.
common. Kind of be
Um,
honest, is your dream just doing a Markiplier? Basically.
Apparently, this is true of Pennywise as well.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Does
He does. Yeah.
Does a stupid little dance. It's always a little jig. Always a little.
Yeah, a little jig.
A little thing. The Joker from the Joker movie.
Right.
That's a big one.
Right.
Um,
It's a good way to make your villain be like slightly silly in like a
It's.
disturbing
I think
way.
I think it's menacing.
Yeah.
Because they're like unhinged enough to just like do a little dance.
I did hear this great discussion at one point about how villains get scarier if you make them slightly ridiculous. Just like the
Yes.
tiniest bits.
Yeah,
Like
I
the-
completely agree. Actually.
The guy in No Country for Old Men with his stupid haircut, or just the Joker in like that, like the Joker being kind of silly usually works pretty well.
Yeah, I feel like they did a good job in we just mentioned it.
Kingpin actually is a great example of this.
I literally just asked if Kingpin does a little dance.
No, the being absurd, like being
Oh,
kind of
oh.
silly. Like
Oh, yes.
Kingpin starts off being awkward on a date. That's how you're introduced to the villain of the story. It's amazing. Like they do such a good job making him like, it's like just enough that it makes him like fuck. I love that episode of Doctor Who so much. The one with Neil Patrick Harris, he kills it. That scene was so
Oh my
so well done.
god, Tom Cruise's character in Tropic Thunder. No one here has seen Tropic Thunder. There's absolutely 0% chance you guys have seen Tropic Thunder, and I can't.
And
tell
anyway,
you to go
recommend Tropic
watch
Thunder.
it,
This
so-
in 2025, 2026. Jesus.
I feel a little bit blessed to have been able to watch things before I had
Before you had to think about them.
Yeah, before anyone was really thinking about it. You were just allowed to like see the worst thing you've ever seen, and people sort of like things about it, and it was bad.
Yeah.
It was problematic. It has lots of. I have defended Tropic Thunder, and I could still, but I get less desire to do it every single time.
Yeah.
I think Tropic Thunder is one of those like you watch it and you sort of resonate with the points they're trying to make, or you watch it and you absolutely don't, and both are so 100% valid. There's also just awful things in the movie, like just truly ridiculous,
Right.
terrible things.
There are.
But I feel like it's such a millennial experience to have had everyone watch Tropic Thunder and then like grow up and be like, man, we really weren't even allowed to see that. Like
I
there are
assumed
some
everybody in
things
chat
to
was
not
children.
be
I
spoken about.
apologize.
I don't know. We have our age range is actually 18 to 34, like confidently.
That's true. We
Like solidly.
presumably still have all the people that we started with back in the day.
I do think Tarantino is a good guess. Like a good, just like without being able to name every. Oh,
Right.
I mean John Travolta's little dancey dance.
Exactly.
I'm not sure he's a villain though. He's just complicated. I feel like. But this is kind of like wildly common. Actually, I think
That makes sense.
because doing a little dancey dance is like kind of a celebratory, very off-kilter moment for like a villainous person,
Right.
where it's like they don't show a lot of joy or normalcy, but they can exude.
It is kind of a shortcut for grounding them as a person, I guess.
I don't think it grounds them. If anything, it does the opposite. Like, because heroes never do a dancey dance. like things are
True.
bad.
Right?
You have to be like disconnected from the seriousness of something to be able to do a little jig.
Which is why everybody in Chainsaw Man does a little dance.
Yeah, everyone
point.
with
Except
the
for
gun
Aki.
does a little jig.
Yeah.
It's about having the gun.
You're right.
Why did you remove my comments? Why did you remove my
Because I am
chat?
going to use this screen for AI stuff.
But my chat.
You can still see it.
But my chat.
It's right
Oh,
there.
I really do wonder if the dancing started with Clockwork Orange. It's such a famous
maybe.
scene though. Oh, that's a great example.
Usually with this kind of thing, it probably was started by like one thing, and then everybody imitated that to the point where it became like a trope that now everybody does because now it becomes a stereotype.
Yeah.
That's usually how that goes.
I think I only ever watched one thing that reflectively is awful, but I realized that watching it.
That makes
I'm
sense.
desperately
We did not
curious
realize
what that
those things most of the time.
I've seen Tropic Thunder. It's certainly something. Okay, so it is a slightly older audience.
I mean, we had standards in the 2000s too.
Who
like,
hasn't seen Tropic Thunder?
Yeah,
I'm like,
go see-
I'm literally shocked and stunned that Gen Z has seen Tropic Thunder because
I didn't see it until you showed it to me, like
You
a
hadn't
while
se-
after we
that's true.
started
that's a great point.
dating.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was not in my range of movies that I went to see with like my family was going to take me to see Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder makes very solid points that I strongly agree with, but it doesn't make them the way that I would do them anymore. And I think, and it's kind of a boy movie, which I'm sort of like
Definitely is.
not on that side of things, but the
Right.
way it satirizes those types of men, I fuck with, if I'm being honest, because I know these people that they're mocking and making fun of, and I think
That's true.
I think they do the thing that we do talk about, which is they don't punish the characters for being this way nearly enough, and if anything,
Right.
reward them.
Right.
Which is why the movie doesn't like properly land, but it does mock these types of men well, in my opinion, which is what makes it remotely redeemable. That being said, I probably haven't seen that movie in
That's true. Let's not talk about it too
minimum
much.
7 years.
'Cause I was defending Ricky Gervais here a while ago before having caught up on him. So
I'm kind of curious. Maybe I'll watch it today and kill myself. Really, just things change so quickly, but Tropic Thunder doesn't.
yeah, I mean the
I
brain,
know there's problematic things in it that I genuinely hate.
the brain I watched Tropic Thunder with the first time is not the same brain I currently have.
I like.
like in
Well,
any
here,
sense of the
okay,
word.
so I'm sure they could do it better, and I think they should. I like the idea that they made a movie mocking these types of men who take themselves way too seriously and think of themselves as these sort of like heroic representations. Like it's making fun of the Jared Letos, it's making fun of the Christian
Right,
Bales, it's making
right.
fun of these people in Hollywood who are extremely famous, take
know what it is,
themselves way
though?
too seriously, turn into these characters no matter how completely separate they are from that person,
Right.
and then think that they can handle just like, you know what, just throw me into the fucking wild. That's what my character would do. Because like this really happens, and we had a
Yeah.
whole episode talking about method acting.
Right,
So it's a big
right.
criticism on method acting, and then I think there's like stupid stuff. Like I think Jack Black does a bunch of coke and kills people, and like, but it targets celebrity culture, it targets celebrities, it targets actors, it targets men, it targets method acting, it targets all these things that I do in fact really like, and everything I don't like, I'm not remembering very well.
You know what the
So,
issue is with it though?
What is it?
Is that despite the fact that it is doing all those things,
Mhm.
the ones who are doing that mocking
Are the
their
people?
peers who are
Mm.
other men in the film industry who
Yeah.
also low key think it's kind of cool.
I don't know if that's true though, because the person, the creator of the film is what is his, the Severance guy,
Severance guy,
not Sandler,
Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller,
Right.
who has
That seems like
relatively
the
good
perfect example of
commentary.
what I'm saying.
I don't know. He's
good
not a
at,
method
like-
actor. He's never been like.
No, I'm
in
sure
the,
that he like I know
He's not
he's
even
a,
in the Adam Sandler. Like he didn't do the Adam Sandler path of like pretentious. He's a little pretentious.
He's very pretentious.
He's a little pretentious.
I think what I've heard about him is that he is truly an asshole.
But what if the
to
pretentious?
everybody?
What if the pretentious that he has? What if the pretentious that? And find myself defending a famous man. But what if the kind of pretentious he has is the kind of pretentious that you develop by not being Adam Sandler?
It can just only go so far, is my point.
You're right.
Like, you can not be Adam Sandler, but if you're hanging out with Adam Sandler,
Yeah.
then there's really only so much separation.
I don't think they hang out. That's what
They're at events together. Like, they show up at the same places. He hangs out with Adam Sandler more than you hang out with Adam Sandler.
I
Is my
mean-
point. Like he is, like they are in the same social circle. So
Yeah.
there is a degree of separation that cannot exist. So like his critique can only go so far because he's in the bubble.
But that's also why his critique can
It's why it's
hit
unique.
harder.
You're right. In some
It's-
ways it hits harder, and in other ways, he still makes Robert Downey Jr. do blackface and stuff. So like it just kind of depends on the.
That's
like,
because
there's a-
I mean, I don't want to find myself defending this, but like Robert Downey Jr. like the character. This is one of those like
Don't
it's one of
defend a
those.
movie that
How
we
do you
haven't
make
watched in
the
a while.
point with it? I'm not going to, but how? But we've talked about this. How do you make the point of the? We have gone back and forth on this. How do
Yeah.
you make the point? How do you make the bad point obvious and show exactly how the point is bad without doing the point? Because if you show the point itself, like
To some degree, you're
the
right.
point is so bad that
And I
if
don't want
visually
to-
perceiving it is a problem,
Right.
then you can't actually address that point because
I agree.
then you've done the point. This is the cuties problem also,
Right,
which is if you
right.
don't want to sexualize kids, you can't sexualize kids in the movie about how bad it is to sexualize kids. And then like
Right.
we've talked about how
We
you're
have.
supposed to like navigate these kinds of things, but
And I feel bad 'cause I
I
feel like I'm
think it's-
backing you to a corner of like having to talk about shit that you don't want to talk about.
no, it's okay. I feel like my feelings about men and celebrities can
Have
represent
been-
themselves
yeah,
enough.
I
But I
agree.
also
You made it
from like
clear.
a writing perspective, not defending Tropic Thunder, but using it as a springboard to talk about how like he is making fun of the fact that every dude in Hollywood would
Yeah.
jump like literally as fast as possible to play a black character if they were given the opportunity
You're right.
to like get into character, and they would do it like that.
My
They
point
would
is
straight
only
up just adopt the most racist stereotypes of that character because it's like it's art. It's like they're deep in the character.
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. in that movie is a blonde, blue-eyed Australian
right.
actor
They're right. That's the yeah.
who wants to
Right.
get into this character so much that he then calls other people racist for
Right.
their responses to him because I don't have much more to say because I don't actually want to defend something I both haven't seen and isn't the best representation of this. But
Your points stand. I'm trying to put in the other side so that you don't have to, so that it's more weighed, like so that it's more balanced. Which is, I think
Yeah.
the reason it is in fact still a problem is because it's made by a famous actor comedian in Hollywood, and that perspective is always going to be more limited than if somebody else put that together. That said, the perspective probably
I
wouldn't
don't know.
exist in the first
I kind of
place.
like that the call's coming from inside the house. Like I agree.
That's fair, but it's going to
obviously.
end up being Tropic Thunder because it's coming from inside the house.
but it's somebody in that group of people who are criticizing that group of
Right.
people, which I think lands
Which is
better
good.
than
That's
somebody
good to
like
hear.
Ben Stiller deciding that they want to talk about poverty.
Right.
Like they want to do a
That's
cool
true.
A24 indie film on what it's like to be a queer black
Or
woman in
what
the
the-
1960s.
This reminds me of the Meteor movie that we watched that I hated so much.
Oh,
Was it just
you're
called?
not listening or something? You're talking about
Oh, Look Up or something.
Look
or
Up.
was that what is it called?
I
It's
think
Leonardo
so.
DiCaprio and Katniss.
Yeah.
Uh,
Don't look up.
Don't Look Up. That's what it's called.
Don't Look Up.
Yeah, I hated that movie because it was because it was like this anti-elites, like the world's gonna end because we're destroying it movie.
Yeah.
Made by those people.
Yeah.
You are the ones we're criticizing. You don't get to make the movie and then have me like
It's just yeah.
cheer it on, I guess. So I
Yeah.
kind of agree from that perspective. It's like, yeah, if you like writing from within the world that you exist and understand,
Yeah.
is, definitely has more power to it in a lot of ways.
Yeah. Reading through the comments and then I'll.
Yeah, sorry, we
can
ignored you
switch
guys for
over.
a while.
We'll
We'll do your other character trope for today because
But you titled it the AI thing.
I did do that.
We'll do one trope and we'll do one AI and then
Okay.
we'll all be liars.
Okay, sounds good.
See also
Chainsaw
ScarJo
Man.
being like I should be allowed to play Asians. I don't know anything about that but from what I've heard,
does do that a
yeah,
lot.
that same thing where it's like,
Chainsaw Man kind of has that problem, but it's mostly the audience being illiterate. I think that's actually kind of a good example. Because, yeah, Chainsaw Man is really well told about that kind of group of people from someone who understands that kind of group of people. That's a good example, yeah. Right. No, I'm agreeing with you.
My favorite scene is Robert Downey Jr. putting the camouflage paint on himself, trying to pass it to the next guy, and he just gets a blank stare from the actual black actor who is there until he decides to just pass it to somebody else. I mean, yeah, I think it's actually pretty good criticism from a comedic standpoint
I also
of
haven't
these
seen it
types
forever, so
of
maybe
men.
it's better than I think it is. I have no idea.
I mean, it also drops a bunch of racial stereotypes and the R word. The whole Ben Stiller's entire character is about
Yeah, okay.
There's a very famous line
He's
from
in
it.
I forget. See, I haven't seen this in too long. I forgot that Ben Stiller is the main character.
He is method acting a mentally unwell type character.
Yeah.
Inspired by Leonardo DiCaprio's Gilbert Grape movie thing. Inspired by actors who are perfectly capable that play
like actors who play autistic
disabled
characters in the 90s or something when they didn't understand what that was and were just being really really
Ben
awful about it.
Stiller's character is criticism
That's right.
on that Sia movie, even though that came out later. But the Sia commentary, the Sia movie
Right.
where they got a totally normal child to pretend to be autistic and just really fuck that whole thing up is what Ben Stiller's character is. It's just a very like not clean good way to have done the criticisms, but I find the criticisms in it still very funny and relatable. So something about the menu?
Back to that same problem you had, the menu
You or me?
me probably because I brought up Don't Look Up. Yeah, the menu had a little bit of that too. The menu was weird because I didn't like it when we first watched it, and yet I've seen it 3 times.
Oh, this is an interesting point. Blackface is different from Cuties because black people are capable of making their own art about it. Extremely
Interesting point.
I
Yeah.
like that point quite a bit.
Yeah. Rain Man was there before. Yeah.
Can the trope be the prettiest specialist princess and the example is me?
Oh yeah, should I do an AI real quick before
Yeah, you should do an
before we
AI.
run out of time?
Yeah.
Okay. Move this over here so we can still see.
I'm actually gonna go watch the Tropic Thunder today to see if I need to show up here on Monday and be like, so
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can switch this over because we've got let's see, PC there, transition. Okay. All right, we're doing this. This is our little bit of real or AI. Normally this will take up the whole episode, but today's a little bit of a combination of the two.
Well, now we know that the tropes will work because it'll get us yapping.
Yeah, right. That one worked really well. It's a good point. This is our test run. Anyway, first option, real or AI. This picture from I'm guessing Instagram based on the format.
This has to be real. It has to be real because I don't think AI can do vitiligo well. And
that's a good thought.
And the second one looks real sus though.
Mondays are show and tell days, Smalls. We'll get those
Yes.
Picked out over the weekend.
I thought Fridays were show and tell days. So sorry, you guys. Mondays are show and tell. This has to be real. The first one's at least real. The first image on the left is definitely real. The second one is weirder. Why that stance? Why those suits? Why to those colors? But if they got married in like 2005, then maybe back when everybody was like doing colors. I'm voting real.
You're voting real?
I'm voting real.
Okay. This is absolutely 100% AI.
Seriously?
The one on the right is at least. I guess I can't totally confirm that the one on the left is.
The one on the left looks extremely real to me. They've got the paper right, they have the floor directions right, and the fact that the tiles each go different directions
I'm guessing,
from
though, that
when
the
you're in
one
school.
on the right is AI, that they probably didn't bother finding a real photo for the first one either.
The second one is sus. The first one, I would be really floored if it was
One of the best
AI.
arguments I saw for the one on the right being AI was
the
like,
stripes on the shirt check out, the vitiligo checks out, the papers in the back check out, the floor pattern checks out.
yeah, honestly, now I'm not sure.
Oh my god, you know what though?
I'm not
His
sure which
shadow
one.
on the left doesn't.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh
the
right,
shadow
no,
that
you're
kid
right.
on the
There's a
left.
shadow behind him that wouldn't really make sense with the distance they are from the wall.
Yeah, it looks like his shadow is either on the wall the wrong shape or just attached to him, like hovering over his shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What do you guys? Can you guys see something we can't? What I can't make out is the guy on the right shirt, the kid on the right shirt.
That's a good point. Yeah, I can't tell if that actually like is supposed to look like anything. My guess is AI because the camera filter on the left is a sign of AI trying to cover its ass.
The camera filter?
Like it being like vintage. I mean, you can generate like vintage photos for sure.
These people that age would be. That's what cameras look like. It is really good at mimicking older footage, but also older footage looks like older footage. So it must be.
One of the biggest tells that I didn't think of that somebody pointed out in the on the right image is they were like
Pose?
no colors. They were like 2 gay men would not be wearing these colors when everybody else's colors in the background don't match.
Yeah.
They're like there's no way they're throwing this wedding.
I don't know why they would wear those ugly fucking outfits. Why they would be those colors.
And their wedding parties aren't wearing the same colors? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Damn, I'm really impressed.
Yeah, me too. I was surprised.
I mean, the right one just does all of the AI things, like the fact that they can't have a closed body position and everything else, honestly. But I'm really surprised.
Their pose is
by
kind of
the
weird.
left
They're like
one.
leaning on each other to kiss.
So their heads are the same. Do you mean like shape?
They're the exact
Not
same
on the
height.
left one though.
They're also right. They're also the exact same height as adults. Which
Damn,
could happen.
I think
it's
the
just kind of crazy.
Shadow. Oh, I think the shadow on the left one gives it away. I just don't. Maybe that's like a weird camera trick, which can happen sometimes.
Yeah.
But left hand on the black guy. I can't see his left hand well on the photo on the right.
I'm loading up the next one.
Okay.
Oops. There's audio.
Oh, weird.
How do I get this big? Ah! Sorry about the sound. Bwah. Where'd it go?
Here, make sure the people not looking at the grooms kissing. So in weddings, when you come back down the aisle, the photographer will ask you to kiss again. So most people are like in their seats turned away or standing and looking at you walking out. So that doesn't shock me that the people at the front of the aisle are looking back at them kissing, because you go down the aisle, you do the whole wedding,
Yeah,
and then
I mean-
you walk past the aisle back leaving.
Right.
And the photographer will stop
Wedding
you for another kiss
photographers
photo.
will, like-
But you don't. But no one kisses with their arms down completely straight and
Right.
like lean in.
I've seen some weirdly posed wedding photos before, but there are certain things that just don't physically make sense.
Yeah.
Like that one was just
People don't kiss each other like that.
Right.
Maybe like the worst photographer ever could pose you like that, but I don't know why they would do that. I saw a little bit.
This one's a video. This is it. This is the whole thing. It's just her in the elevator.
Oh no. Okay, can you pause on a frame or something?
Yeah.
Not that one. Right there. I don't know anything about elevators in Japan.
It's tough
You're
because
so
there's
bad
so
at managing
little.
chat.
You're
You're
right.
gonna
I'm
make
sorry.
me so angry.
It's tough because there's so little to go off of in this.
Well, the first thing is that the elevator shape is super weird, but I don't know anything about.
Right, they could be different.
Ele-
Grace says it's a
other-
bit sus because all these short cut off clips, but like that it could just be an Instagram post or
Yeah.
something.
The elevator shape is very strange. There's room on the left and not room on the right.
That's a good point. The door being off center is
The
kind of
buttons
weird.
are on the right side. The door is on the front side. But I don't know how other people's fucking elevators work.
I think Javelin's saying the hair color scattering off the metal seems almost right, which is actually a good point. Like in the background, you can see like the hair being reflected, which seems tough to do.
Got the hand on the phone perfect.
Kia says, I think it's at least based on real footage, but I don't know about the vibes. I'm a little, here's the interesting, Cass says, I'm a little sus because the plushie has nothing to do with Rem, like she knows the character. You're cosplaying with an unrelated plushie. That's a good. It's crazy how we have to start analyzing the actual behavior because the videos themselves are getting too good.
I think that's gonna be the best thing to do.
Yeah.
I mean, everything checks out. The outfit checks out. The hand checks out. The face. The face is a little AI-y, but that's also just how Asian women tend to look when they're cosplaying. Is they don't look real.
Right. It does make it kind of hard that it's somebody in a
I
full
don't
costume.
know the bear reference or the visual reference that she's referring to.
Grace says I'm decently sure I've been in elevators with offset doors. I'm more confused about the completely clean full mirror image that she has to be standing far away from.
Oh, it's
Oh,
AI.
because she's
You're right.
still. Oh my God, you're right.
It's AI
What is she
because-
pointing the mirror at?
Yeah.
Or the camera at?
That's it.
Wow, that didn't even occur to me.
That's the tell. She's because this would have to be a mirrored video.
Right, and there's no
Nothing.
there's no like smudge marks or anything.
Damn.
Wow, that's so obvious now that you pointed out. It didn't even click. It is AI, by the way. Like I knew this before we started, but that's insane. Sounds like somebody leaving a package.
Okay.
Also, somebody pointed out that the plushie face changes
The plushie face?
very slightly, apparently.
Oh, I swear I just saw it.
There was a screenshot
The
of
little
it.
mouth moved. Or
Yeah,
something?
the mouth like reshapes at some points.
Honestly,
and
nothing matters as much as the footage itself doesn't make sense. She would have
Yeah.
to be using a mirror, and that mirror would have to be spotless, and that's clearly not what's happening.
No, that was such a... Also, there's a ring on her hand that, like, disappears or reappears or something, apparently. The right hand. Like, I'm not seeing a ring here, but then I think at some point she holds it up and there's a ring on her hand. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See?
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's scary.
We're cooked, fellas.
The footage style is actually still so important. That's like the number one.
I'm so
The
impressed
things
that
we're
they
gonna
noticed
have
that. I
to
wasn't
start
gonna-
looking at
Right?
to determine if things are AI is
Yeah.
kind of insane.
The way we're gonna have to
because-
analyze things is nuts.
Because everything about it totally checked out except for like that's actually really obvious too.
Right.
It's
No,
the-
I know. The
we're
second
just-
they pointed that out, I was like, oh my God, there's no way that could happen. Which, yeah, wow. It's gonna have to start turning into like...
Like, what's the point of even generating it?
I'm so annoyed as somebody who's into VFX because there's so many cool things that could be used for this stuff,
Yeah.
or this stuff could be used for that it isn't being used for.
Yeah,
I want
I mean-
to use it for VFX stuff
There
because of how
it was always supposed to be
functional
for
it
that. It
is.
was always supposed to be for VFX and video games and making people's lives actually easier and that kind of stuff. Like AI was supposed to be I don't know, just sort of an exceptional tool for us,
Right.
for people to use on like for people to use and enjoy that didn't involve everything that it involves
Right.
currently. I mean,
Yeah. All right, we're hitting the end of the show. Please
Cass
send us your
says,
push the
before
buttons.
you end, can you do the daily scrandle?
What do you say? What is this another Twitch thing?
I have no idea what this means. Might have also been able to tell by how much her phone hand moved.
The number of made-up words Cass just says, as if we're supposed to know what she's talking about.
That's a good point. That's actually a pet peeve of mine too. We know people who used to do that all the time, who would just drop words and then act as though it was either common knowledge or specifically knew you weren't gonna know that word and wanted to drop it so that they could explain it to you and
Military
feel.
guys do this, actually.
Military guys do this.
Something you have in common with military dudes.
Not just military guys, like work bros in general, tech guys, like people who just drop a thing and are like, oh, you don't know what that means? Oh, that's crazy. Well, let me just tell you what that means. I don't know what scrandle is, though. Please tell us.
They showed you the photos in this. Is that the food thing? Is that the British food?
The scrandle, everyone has one.
It's called jargon, yeah.
That
Yeah.
I showed you the photos of in Discord?
The food. The British food. The like comparison.
Oh! Is there like a website to do that on?
I guess so. Must be just like a new one each day.
Oh, okay. She DM'd it to you.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Is
Sure.
there
I
an
can,
easy way to? We'll do it. We'll do a scrandle.
I should be able to
Oh,
pull
the
it up.
food, the British food thing. Okay, it's all clicking more and more. It looks like it wants some money. Okay, play daily.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
This is the vote which one you would buy.
No, you say which one you think people picked.
Okay.
But this is the same meal except one has gravy. What are you doing? Why are you
Right.
doing this? What have you done?
Making sure we can see the chat.
I'm gonna kill myself because I've been compared to work bros.
Wait, these are the same meal, but one has gravy.
Yeah, so
This
the
is
gravy
the
one
eas-
is the one that everyone would pick,
Well, that's the
obviously.
winner, right?
Who the fuck wants dry mashed potatoes and dry bread disc?
Now the gravy.
Doesn't
it
say
doesn't
pie.
say gravy. It says liquor.
That's disgusting, but that's definitely
That
like.
must not be what they mean, right? That must just be a British word.
What
for
is it made
they're-
of that it's clear and congealed?
I don't know. It's just so awful looking.
The one on the right is good if I added gravy to it. I don't know what's going on with
Right?
the one.
It's- I would take the one on the right, add my own sauce.
Yeah, I think most people did the one on the left though, because what? Because the other one is just
Because
it's
British
just
people are insane.
dry mouth bread. That's not good looking. But I've certainly seen worse. You said left because the cost. Yeah,
It's
the
parsley
they're the
sauce.
same.
Nah.
Parsley sauce? Parsley doesn't have flavor. I'm sorry, Mystic Javelin says right.
What are they calling this pie?
Mafek says right.
Does that mean there's a filling?
It kind of looks like maybe there's a filling.
Like there's meat in there or something?
What kind of filling? The one on the left is gross.
Yeah, I agree. I couldn't do the left one. I'm voting this one. Okay,
You'd be right.
more people voted this one. Oh.
Oh, there's more.
Oh, there's more. Oh, it just keeps going. All right. Well, we can't do that all day. These are awful.
How many are there? Because it's
Fuck
daily.
off, baguette. That's not a baguette.
That's
What is
literally
that?
mold.
Who takes these
Grossing me
pictures?
out.
All right, that's enough of that.
That's literally impossible to pick from.
Whoops.
That's too hard.
Agreed. Okay, thank you guys for being here today. We're gonna call it.
Cass says there's 10 rounds.
We've got the weekend, and then we're back on Monday with show and tell. So we're gonna go to our Discord. It's pinned, thanks to Cass, at the top of the chat, and we're gonna announce what the show and tell thing is, and collect your submissions, and we will show those off on Monday.
Push the button, you
And
get to
maybe have
make
better graphics.
your mall, but it's the most generic isekai anime-ass vibe. Absolutely not. I would never. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna push that button because that wouldn't happen. Give me the mall.
Push the button, yes, give me the mall. This definitely will be the way that we treat the mall. We will not break this contract whatsoever, obviously. You get to make your mall, but you also become an evil billionaire with a dancey dance. Yeah. This is my dream.
Kyle's a little evil.
I'm pretty close already.
Kyle's a little evil naturally. Sort of, I don't know, just like
That's why I
she's,
actually
like,
have a
inside
deep
of her.
seething hatred for billionaires, because I actually understand them a
you
little
would do
bit
it
too
better.
much.
Let's see. If you take the effect of Mafek and change a few letters, you get is the javelin. I'm sorry. I just see the M and I thought it was my bad.
New spoof movies get made, but they all have blackface. I think we're probably good with that era being over, actually. We can move on to something new.
I think it's not the only spoof movie I've ever enjoyed. There must be another spoof movie I've liked.
I can't remember. I mean, spoof movies definitely had an era, and they weren't good.
I need to tell you guys about the actual
thought they were?
traumatic event of going to see Meet the Spartans.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, there was the scary movie era. Speaking of, Cassandra pointed out, push the button, you get more Baldur's Gate 3 content, but...
Airplane is a spoof movie.
Oh yeah, I guess it was. That one's... Okay, well, see, no one needed to make anything after Airplane. That did it
Robin
the best.
Hood Men in Tights is a spoof movie.
I mean, yeah, all the Mel Gibson stuff.
I've
They're not
never
that good
seen
movies.
a single Austin Power movie.
I didn't either. They're a whole category of movie that I don't think are I should figure out a video on this. There is zero inherent value to a spoof movie.
Hot Fuzz is a spoof movie.
Okay, maybe I changed my mind.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it is though. Not in the same category. There's a difference there. Like it's referencing things, but I don't think it's a spoof.
This
of,
category
like, of
is
what?
popular parodies.
Yeah, that's not. It's not the same thing. Hot Fuzz is like referencing themes from other stuff, like
You're
Stranger
right.
Things does, but it's not a spoof like Austin Powers is.
I agree with you.
Because the
Monty Python and the Holy Grail is listed as the #1 spoof movie, and then Airplane.
okay, so they got it right in like
Blazing Saddles is
the
also a
early
spoof movie.
80s, and then that was it. And then for some reason they kept doing it. They shouldn't have done it.
Robin Hood Men in Tights, I think, does count.
I said the wrong Mel Brooks. Is that the right one?
I don't know what the difference is. Versus Gibbons or whatever.
Mel Gibbons.
Gibbons.
I did mean Mel Brooks. Obviously, as a kid, I thought Spaceballs was funny, but it wasn't. Like, thinking back on it, it's not good. There's nothing funny about that. There's no redeeming value. The characters aren't interesting. You don't, like, think about it. You don't get anything from it. It's the most fast food of art you could possibly
What
get.
about Johnny English?
It is the snack cakes of art, but it's not even that because it doesn't even taste that good.
What about Johnny English?
Who's that?
That's
know Johnny English.
that's that British actor that doesn't talk.
Mr. Bean?
Yeah, but he plays a spy.
It's probably shit.
Oh, I remember loving them growing
They're
up.
probably
I loved
shit.
them so
There's
much.
just no way.
When I was a kid, I thought they were so funny. He gets shot out of a car.
And then it makes me wonder about things like the only one I can think of is Airplane, where it's like they took an existing thing, they reshot it, but they made it a comedy, and somehow they made that work. And I'll have to think about why it worked. Monty Python, I don't know what they're spoofing. To me, that's the same thing where it's like not even a spoof. It's
How
like they're
did
just
these
doing the
get
King Arthur
made?
story. But like I don't know if that counts as a spoof so much as it does just like a reference, kind of in the Hot Fuzz category. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna have to think about it because there's something here. It's like there's something about parody is just not good. I was on Newgrounds. I know parody too well. The early internet was all parodies.
I was gonna say yeah, the mid 2000s was just everybody did parodies.
That's all we
Shane
wanted to
Dawson
do.
did parodies.
I arguably made my
Anyone
living
who
off
knew
of
Shane Dawson did parodies.
right, and I springboarded off of that for Door Monster stuff. That's why we were doing sketches about video games and things like
Yeah.
that. But it still never was the same thing. I'm gonna think on this one. Thank you for joining us.
Effect says I rewatched Spaceballs a year ago when I was high. I was disappointed it wasn't funny. I was like, is this a bad movie?
If it's
And
not
the
funny
answer
when
is,
you're high, then
yeah,
Jesus.
kind of. This is what I'm gonna do with Tropic Thunder today too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not gonna get high,
I'm kind of curious.
but I'm gonna check it out. Who is Mel Brooks, if not Mel Gibson?
Mel Brooks is the director of Spaceballs and of Robin Hood Men in Tights and basically all of those. He just does those movies. He's in them too.
Blazing Saddles is good.
Okay,
Stop talking, Allison. What did I say?
it's time to end the stream, but you keep responding to chat.
Why am I getting all capitals? Stop talking. What did I say?
All right.
We're going.
Goodbye. Everybody have a good weekend. We'll see you on Monday.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Where's my out screen? There it is.